Hey everyone, how's it going? I am back today. Got a little bit more prepared today versus last night. Last night was just it was just kind of a trial run right now. So hope everybody's doing well, and like to see who's on right now. So if you're on, definitely give me a hi. Let me know who's on. Let me see here. Um, so show two people on. So again, give me a hi. Let me know if you can hear me okay as well. I know we had a little bit of audience up here later. Hey, what's up? Get up higher. Glad to see you back from yesterday, buddy. Who else do we have here? Anybody else? Kind of just want to talk a little bit about everything. Maybe we talk about some fishing, talk about some droning. We can talk about some photography, anything outdoors, anything hiking. How are things going out there? What have you guys seen? What do you guys haven't seen? I'll talk a little bit about some of the things I filmed. But before we get started on this, I definitely want to give somebody a shout out who's kind of helped me out in some of my drone work right now. And Blue Pearls, what's going on, Blue Pearls? What's going on, Joe? But definitely want to give a shout out to somebody who's kind of helped me out with some of my drone photography. That's helped me invest in some of this equipment. And today's her birthday, so I'd like to give a shout out to my mom today. So wishing her a happy birthday. So thanks, Mom, for everything. So hope you're doing fine. Have a good one. And other than that, and everything else that's going on, we've just been since yesterday. I really liked the support that I got yesterday, and I knew some of the it was going to be kind of rough. My first live stream on YouTube, so thought it was going to be a little rough. But you guys, you guys came out and. You guys are definitely supportive. So let me talk a little bit about some of the equipment that I use while I'm out fishing or while I'm doing any videography or any hiking video, any video that I do. Just to let you guys know, I am a big fan of the GoPro family. I always have been. Ever since I saw one of their advertisements, I think it was for like the GoPro Hero 2 or something back in the day. And I bought my first GoPro. It was a Hero 3 Black. I really love the compact of it. I really loved how I could just put it in my pocket, and it was just portability was just insane. So since then, now I have the GoPro Hero 8. I've done some challenges for the GoPro challenges. I had one earlier this year. Fortunately, none of my clips made it out, so kind of bummed about that. But I definitely had a good time. So just kind of let you guys know. Again, here is the GoPro Hero 8. As far as reviews wise, I'll be straight up with you again. And GoPro doesn't support me or doesn't sponsor me in any of these videos. But GoPro, if you're listening and you definitely want to help a fellow outsider out, love to have you. Love to have you be part of my family. But again, small, compact. I do miss the session. I wish they'd come out with another session. I think for drone photographers, portability wise. Those were kind of the go-to cameras. But for me, again, I love just putting these in my pocket versus a bigger DSLR. I could just put this in my pocket, and if I'm not using it, it's fine, waterproof, rugged. The only thing I didn't like about this one, and I had an exchange with GoPro, actually, and then Best Buy warrantied it out, which I was actually even more surprised about. But this had the GoPro had a scratch on it, I guess, during one of my filming. And if you go back to one of my videos, it was me, Joe, Eddie, we were fishing at Fisherman's Retreat, and I noticed a scratch on it. I don't know if I got it during that time or what, but had a little scuff mark. And the GoPro Hero 8 was kind of like their go-to for being rugged, Gorilla Glass, that kind of stuff. So that was why I bought this. And then plus the stabilization on this was just superior. So that was why I wanted to get this little camera. But again, it got a scratch on it. And again, Best Buy was a stud, and they swapped it out for me. No questions asked, really. I mean, they gave me a little hassle, but for the most part, they went in there, and that was pretty cool of them. So for fishing, for hiking, for anything, I take my GoPro with me 100% of the time for any outdoor activities. This does a lot for me. So if you guys are interested, again, I'll put the link in this video below. You can check out my Amazon account, and if you guys want to to get it, that it'll be on there. So um, um, so yeah, this is this has been my standard go-to camera for all my outdoor activities. But again, 4K 60. I think it shoots up 1080 at 240 frames per second. So great little camera. I tried doing a night time lapse the other night for the stars. Really wasn't too impressed with how those came out. So that's what a DSLR will definitely take precedence over this. But for everything else, again, these things are rugged. You can beat them up, throw them around, and they will keep working. Again, I just recommend you just get a cover or something on it to make sure that glass is protected, or get a roll cage. I think they have. So, but I'll show you some of the accessories that I have. Let me pull a couple of these out here. Let's see here. So some of the accessories that I have, I got this grab bar. I definitely use for my clamp on. I'll put it on my kayak, or maybe sometimes on the car. But I use this for majority of the time. I use this a lot. So this is one of my go-to stuff right here. The one thing you definitely want to invest in is some sort of float device. All right, so you put the camera in there. Keeps it from floating out. And then the shorty, I use this thing a lot too. For a handheld, or if I'm doing like a vlog type setup or whatnot. The 3-way handle is another one that I use, but this one has a tripod on it too. So if you're getting those kind of low angle shots and you want to point the camera up, this is definitely something to go to. And I had another floaty here. I got this for Christmas from my wife and from my daughter. They went out and it surprised me, and I hope I didn't lose it. Yes. For fishing, I can't wait to try this one out. Especially on the kayak, because again, it has a floaty, and I've heard some reviews that sometimes this will pop off. This feels pretty solid right now. So this will be the first summer or spring that I try this out once this whole coronavirus thing goes. But, definitely a floaty. So if I fall off my kayak, or, something happens, this will just kind of float up like this, and the camera will be there, and you can see it. So I can't wait to try this thing out. It's got a good grip to it, good feel to it. So this feels really good. And then on some of the older GoPros, again, another floaty device. This is for like the Hero 4, which I still have. Great camera. But again, just kind of a good floaty device, good case right there. So also, guys, just to let you know, some of the stuff that I get, the aerial shots, of course, are my drones. This is the Mavic Pro 2. And I definitely take this guy out for any B-roll, or for some aerial shots, some ocean shots, lake shots, that kind of stuff. And we'll get some of those cool footage, some of those cool drone footages out there. And there we go. Hey, there it is. So it's got the gimbal cover on it. But this thing has been it's been really good to me. Unfortunately, I had a little crash last week. I was doing a video shoot, and but it held together, kept ticking. This thing has been it's been a little of a beast going there. So I'm definitely pretty happy with that. But no damages. Again, Mavic Pro 2 takes great night shots. It's got a a 1-inch sensor, I believe it is. So great for night shots. There it is. So again, guys, so let's get to some questions. Yeah, Grandmaster Salt. No, I don't. I hope there's not a spider behind me. I definitely see my daughter's on. Charlotte, what's up? Blue Pearls. Let me see. Blue Pearls, what are you looking to buy next for your filming gig? I'd definitely like to see. I like to get the GoPro 360 camera. I think they call it the Max. However, I was looking to the Insta360, and I think DJI's got a 360 camera as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but again, I've been kind of the GoPro family for a while, so it's just that Max looks really bulky. So I don't know if that's an option right there. but definitely maybe check into that. If you're looking into getting into some photography, or you're looking to see what will work for you in your future videos, don't be afraid. I've purchased used stuff. Get that deal. But anything that you can afford, and again, don't be shy. Use, and I think I got here. You use what you have, and all you have. Oh, plug back in. Sorry about that, guys. If that's all you have, then you use what you have. My first filming that I started with was the BlackBerry. I think that was my first one of my first fishing videos. Me, Joe, Todd, we went out to San Diego, and I just kind of threw it together. And it came out fine. I just look back at the footage now. I'm like, man. So to see me progress and just kind of see what I've done in the past, it's pretty cool. I definitely love doing that. It's on my shoulder now. Oh man, I didn't know that. Let me see, Grandmaster. So, thanks for letting me know. Your drone use filters too. I do have filters for my drone getup. In fact, unfortunately, I never really use them. I probably should. I'm guilty of not using them. I've just never. I don't know, for whatever reason. I've just never used them. I have them in my bag, and I probably should use them more, especially on those bright days. But again, I just never have. So maybe I'll do a future video on that. But I've just used it right out of the bag and taken it up, put down my exposure a little bit, just kind of done the adjustment there. But for the most part, yeah, man, I just take the drone up, and really all I use it for is just for just getting some B-roll. And speaking of B-roll, if you guys don't know what that is, for you fishing guys out there that are looking to build your fishing videos, B-roll is the little bit of add-in that you do that helps your videos grow. For instance, if your main topic, of course, is fishing, then what you can do is you can add in, like, you got the gas, you got, maybe you paid for some sodas, or, got some water, and all those little extra stuff that you put in to make your video, maybe the road trip, all that stuff definitely helps make your video pop a little bit. So again, if you guys are new into video, again, even my drone guys I've seen, there was a video that just came out. The guy just did something about LA. He just went all over LA during the quarantine, and he put a lot of good B-roll in there. He put a lot of just good stuff in there. I forgot the guy's name, but again, there's just some creative stuff out there that definitely looks good, and definitely makes the video pop out. I have controlling the light at some point, so my clip doesn't come out well enough. Yeah. And again, that's kind of one of my experimentations too. Personally, I'd rather just do everything in post, kind of take my chances there. So, again, thanks for everybody for showing up today. Again, we had, I think I had a good solid 7 folks yesterday. So to see 6 on here, that's always good stuff. We'll keep going with this. And what do you enjoy better, fly fishing or fly drone? Flying the drone. You know what? Blue Pearls there. I definitely like getting outdoors. So that's kind of what the topic is today. I like doing both, as you know. I'll take the drone up as long as I don't crash it, then I'm not stressing. But of course, getting lost out in the woods, or what else have we done pretty crazy? Shoots, man. Flipping over the kayak. We've done that one at La Jolla. I love it all, man. We definitely, anything outdoors, going outside. And for those that don't know, Blue Pearls, that's my buddy Joe. I think he's on his wife's account there. And Joe has taken me out to some pretty cool places, and he's got me into saltwater fly fishing. And that's been a big treat. So to have that, and to have that world open up, that was pretty cool. So I got to give a shout out. Thanks, Joe, for getting me out there like that, man. That was definitely pretty cool. Charlotte, when are you putting up another adventure video? You know what, girl, whenever you want to go, we can always do an adventure video, get out, do some cool stuff. That water park one was pretty cool. Definitely like that exploration right there. That was fun. Definitely something like again. soon. But what else did I want to talk about? Just kind of future stuff with the channel going on. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely want to let you guys know just kind of some personal stuff going on. You're here, definitely going to be looking to do some giveaways. I definitely want to do some. Oh, looks like my connection got. Can you guys hear me? Everything okay? There it goes. Sorry about that. I just saw my connection just went out for a sec. But going back to the channel list, I'm going to have some softball stuff. I'm going to have some fishing stuff. I'm going to have some hiking stuff, exploration stuff. So I kind of want to do a mix of all about stuff. We've been having a good time just kind of getting out. I really haven't focused on one subject yet. So if you're part of my fishing crew and, you guys are liking the fishing crew, definitely, please stay on board. And then with the, Grandmaster, thank you very much. As of right now, I don't I don't know how to do the donate thing, so I appreciate it. But as of right now, we'll hold back, and we'll do some donations later. But I definitely appreciate that. Excuse me. But as far as what was I talking about now? I got lost. Oh yeah, the channel. So yeah, as far as the growth of the channel, everything that I want to do, again, more outdoor activity, kind of looking into some other stuff as well. So, but as right now, I'm just going to kind of stick to the topic with the fishing, the droning, maybe some aerial shots, that kind of stuff, places like that. With my daughter kind of fading away a little bit on the softball, even though she's going to go to college with softball, we're not doing more travel ball after come July because she's going to college here in August. So, travel ball is pretty much done. So those videos are going to kind of taper off. Those are just kind of more memories, and I may put in private and just keep some of the highlight ones on there. But for the most part, it's going to be just a lot of outdoor stuff. Excuse me, if we do some night fishing, or I definitely want to hit the harbor up a little bit. Maybe in the future, maybe do a cook. I've been talking about this, doing cook, clean, catch, or catch, clean, cook type video. So that could be coming up pretty soon. Maybe do some interviews or something like that with some folks. My shot this year was to check out Fred Hall show down in San Diego. And talk to some folks down there, but unfortunately that never went through. So getting into droning, basically how I got into that, I went out. Oh, gosh, connection is unstable. Hopefully I'm not breaking up too much, guys. I keep seeing my connection is unstable, so I don't know what's going on there. But as far as getting into droning a little bit, again, it's something I've wanted to drone for a while. Something I talked to Joe, I talked to my buddy Eddie about, and what we did was we, I wanted to make something. I just wanted to make the videos pop out a little bit, and then just make them a little bit better. So I went to Facebook place, whatever, saw a guy with a used drone, and I bought it for a couple $100, and then I upgraded it, again, to my mom. She helped me upgrade a couple of other drones there. And, again, today's her birthday, so happy birthday, Mom, on that one. But again, without her support, I couldn't have had some of the better caliber videos that I've had. So again, big thanks to her on that one. But, once I got the drone, I got the smart controller, things just kind of started taking off. Done a couple of, even a rap video and stuff. Got some shots there. So getting the hang of it, I've been putting the drone in some tighter places than I probably should. I've been challenging the equipment a little bit more. I'm not an experienced flyer. Again, I've only been doing this for about a year now. So, but I'm going to get better and get better at it. Just, it's all a learning curve with droning, and just like with fishing, you're learning, just with anything, you're always learning. So, Shovel Weasel, tell me your favorite fishing spot. Shovel, that's kind of a hard thing to determine. I definitely like the ocean. My first spot that I ever went to, I think it was like 18 or 19. My buddy Eddie took me fishing, and I'm a little bit older now, but we've been fishing for quite some time now. But the first spot he ever took me to was Yucaipa Regional, and that was one of the first places I ever caught a trout. And I've just gone there. That's always been my go-to place. now with everything going on, they've been stocking less and less, and with the trout and stuff, I've just been kind of ignoring the regional parks lately. It's just been kind of a bummer. Back in the day, they would stock like 2,000 pounds per lake over there, and now we're lucky if we get 600 pounds. So my focus lately has been more of this is if I want to catch a better quality fish. Sometimes we'll go fish some of these creeks around here. Maybe go fish for some wild trout. That's always kind of fun. But again, the Sierras, and then Crowley has been really good. We've done Crowley 3 years in a row. Virginia Lakes, yes, definitely. We did that one last year. That was pristine lake up there for sure. Definitely enjoy that one. It's always good scenery up there. Got some great drone shots of that up there, so I was pretty happy with that. But as far as fishing, I definitely, ocean bays, that's always good stuff. Definitely fishing over there. So always fun stuff. Why do I fly fish? Joe, I think I started fly fishing just because it was different. And not only that, I saw Eddie kind of whip my butt one time when I was jig fishing, and him and Moosey were just tearing me up right there. So I went to fly fishing, and it's been fun. I mean, kind of when I met you that one day at Yucaipa when I was catching all those fish and you weren't catching anything. That was those were days that you just say, yeah, man, that was good fly. That was a good day of fishing. So. Thanks again for everybody who's on. You guys have been pretty cool here. Like to get some more questions if you can think of some questions. Grail, we need one more. I don't know what that means, Grail, but sounds pretty good. Saltwater overall is the best. Yes, regardless of cattle boats, regardless of just bay fishing, regardless of any kind of fishing. Yes, kayak fishing or ocean fishing is definitely the best. And again, I got to thank Joe for introducing me to kayak fishing. That was again another whole new world out there. And I got a Hobie Pro Angler that that I take out. We got some fishing guys. We got a couple of drone people on here. We got who else do we have on here? Anybody else that let me see here. Live chat participants, Blue Pearl, Grail, Shovel Weasel. What are we doing? Any giveaways? Again, let's go minute, under $20 here. But what I don't know. Shoots. Let's see. The sky's the limit. What other than, we're not going to do boats or anything, but what would you want to do giveaways as far as drone stuff, as far as stuff, hiking stuff, outdoor stuff, anything in particular? I don't know. We could see. We could definitely set up something, but as of right now, I just don't have anything planned. Yeah, agreed. Charlotte will keep it simple. And for those who don't know, Charlotte, that is my wife. So definitely participating in this. Some lagging, yeah. Again, I don't know what's up with the internet connection. I don't know. I didn't have this issue yesterday, but anytime you go live, you're going to have some issues. So maybe I'll move some of the stuff away. Maybe it's the drone. I don't know. But you get 1,000 followers, give always will start. Okay. Maybe we can do some giveaways after 1,000. Guys, girls, help me out here a little bit. If you guys, help me get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll definitely get some more stuff. The rewards are there. I definitely want to do some giveaways. That's definitely what I want to do. So, again, just finding the right product to give away. That's going to benefit you, me, and everybody else, and definitely the person who does give it away, or myself. I definitely want to benefit everybody. So, especially you guys, the viewers, because that's who's going to get it. So, but we'll definitely try to do something as a whole, so that way it benefits everybody. So, You know, and who knows? Maybe roll of toilet papers. I don't know. You know, shoots. So again, thanks everybody for coming aboard. You know, we're having a good time right here Sunday night for a fun night. And you know, I don't know if anybody's done any barbecuing tonight. It's been a great hot weekend. It's been up into the 90s. So you know, over here we definitely had some nice weather going on here. And next video, when, where, you know, Joe, not going right now, Salt Master. No, I'm going to be sticking around here for sure. But next video, you know, I mean, you know, Fisherman's Retreat's been doing pretty good. You know, I've seen some posts over there looking pretty good. The bass fishing has just been insane right now. So maybe I'll pick up my bass rods and definitely go back out there, throw some jigs, throw some top water. I know the frogs have been doing pretty well up there on the pad. So, you know, I definitely want to do something like that. Also too, if, you know, we can do, you know, Lake Paris is, once that opens up, I love to do that. I know Joe doesn't like going there, but you know, we always joke around. Big Bear Lake is always a plus. So, you know, maybe the three of us, me, you, Joe, Eddie, you know, Joe, Eddie, and me, myself, we can all go up there and, you know, do some fishing up there. But oh, matter of fact, speaking of fishing, guys, I just found out that Bass Pro has opened up now. So if you guys want to do that, Bass Pro is definitely open. And going out there, I got my goofy daughter right here in front of me right now. So, but you know, Bass Pro opened up right now. We, I guess you go in there, you gotta have a face mask right now, but it's open. So, Joe, you want to edit that out there? My fishing experience. Sorry, Joe. Yeah, I don't go fish fishing, but I do. My first fishing experience. My first fishing experience. I told you. Well, my very first fishing experience. I was about 7 or 8 years old. I was kind of bummed out. My grandpa was going to take me fishing, and he flaked out on me. He actually took me out of school. I was about 7 or 8 years old, maybe 6 years old, and he took me out of class. We went fishing. I think it was like in the Mount Baldy area, and he flaked out. He never took me, so that was kind of it. Second time I was supposed to go out, I went out with my buddy, his dad. It was actually Mount Baldy trout pools. This day, I definitely remember this one. As a matter of fact, it's kind of a bummer, but Mount Baldy trout pools is closing. But this time Mount Baldy trout pools, everybody was catching fish. I couldn't catch a fish because I had to let him go right there because at that place they charge by the pound. So the people that I went with, they didn't want to pay for that fish. So they were like, hey, let him go. Kind of let him go. And so I was kind of bummed out about that. You know, I was trying to reel him in. It felt good. And, you know, but whatever, you know, it kind of sucks. And then the same family, they took me to Pudding Stone. We went over there and fish was pretty rough. It was, I remember, because I was kind of like wanting to go home, and I was probably about 10, 11 years old at the time. I went with my buddy Ron, and it was just slow, and I was kind of bummed out. But met a friend, and you know, it was Anna. I worked with her, my coworker, and then her husband used to go out fishing a lot, Eddie. And you know, I asked him if he wanted to go and if he could take me, show me the ropes a little bit. I was, like I said, 18, 19 years old, and ever since then, you know, we went and. Shovel Weasel, yeah, that's pretty funny stuff, man. But yeah, so ever since then, I just always gone. So always good stuff. So, but again, guys, thank you for joining me. You know, for those that just came on, actually, I think you guys have all been on since about 7 o'clock, from what I could tell. So, thank you guys for sticking around. You know, we're just going to keep talking about anything outdoors. Let me know what, you know, my drone guys, you know, any favorite places you like to drone, anything around your house, around your town, any of my hiking buddies, you know, anything that you guys like, short hikes, long hikes, anybody doing the Pacific Crest Trail, fishing, my fishing buds, you know, what do you got? You tell me, what are some of your favorite fishing places, destinations to go to. Love to see you or hear. Let's chit chat a little bit about that. I go back to work. All right, get up. Have fun at work, bud. Yeah, I wish I had your problem right now, man, but I am not. Unfortunately, I can't go to work right now. I'm out of work, so darn this coronavirus thing. Damn. That's a sick hat. Yes, Angela, that is a sick hat. Thank you. Where did I get it? I got it directly from Yeti because Yeti rocks. I don't know what my dimensions are, Grandmaster, but if you want to come over and measure it, you're more than welcome to, buddy. Yeah, I am a little dehydrated, Angela. But so what? So just out of curiosity, everybody, what do we got going on tonight? What are your plans? How's everything been for your weekend? Any of my softball buddies on here? Anybody? Any travel ball teams or travel ball people here? I don't think we have anybody here right now. What's in the cup? It's you play softball. I know you play softball, Angela. But as far as what's in the cup, yeah, this is not a kid show, but it's definitely a nice refreshment. We'll just leave it at that. How's that? Yeah, if we had some barbecue stuff, that'd be great. But yeah, I'm focusing on this right now. But so no, we are doing we're definitely doing some cool stuff right now, guys. And again, I got my daughter doing some goofy stuff right here. I don't know, trying to keep me entertained for whatever reason. I don't know why, but barbecue stream tomorrow. You want to do a barbecue stream tomorrow, Grandmaster? Maybe we could do that. Maybe I'll just set the camera. We'll just do a streaming video. But the way my backyard looks right now, I don't know, man. Maybe I have to wait till Tuesday because I gotta get Guillermo over here to cut my grass because it's been a while, so got to get that done. And let me see here. Let's see. Mom, if you guys, hey Mom, how's it going? Just again, earlier, you're just joining. I sent you a big shout out there for on the birthday. So happy birthday. So once this is uploaded, you can kind of see some of the birthday shout out I did right in the beginning. But again, happy birthday. And, again, thanks for everything with the drones and everything else that you supported me with. So definitely appreciate that. And cook them ribs, baby. You know what, Shovel? If I had ribs, yeah, I'd be cooking them right now, buddy. I would. But until I get some, yeah, I would love the donation, Blue Pearls or Joe. But again, let's hang tight on that right now, man. And we'll do some donations once I figure out how to do all that stuff. We'll definitely do something like that. But as of right now, I'm just happy to have you guys aboard. I'm not really looking for the money or anything, but again, I definitely appreciate the donation. So, but again, we'll do something like that later. Right now it's just building up an audience and wanting to get you guys aboard and that's how you can pay me right now with the donation. Just stay aboard and just be supportive of the channel. So make sure you guys always subscribe. Definitely shout out to you guys setting them out. I think right now I'm at about 328. What's up, Michael Blade? How's it going, buddy? But right now I'm at about 328 subscribers right now. My watch time hours is pretty low right now, so I got to get those up. So again, if you guys want to help me out, I know the Rockahulu water park one is kind of a longer one. Please definitely watch that, support that one. I mean, that'll definitely I I think how I worked it out, if I get like about 60 people to watch that all the way through, I can definitely reach my 1,000 hours or my 1,000 hour, no, 4,000 hours. Sorry, but I'm just short of a few, but I think it comes out to about 60 people watching that. So again, if you guys want to help me out, love to help you out. Love it for you to help me out. But as well, with my subscribers, I got 328. Again, the short, about 700 and what is that? About 700 views. There's 700 subscribers. So, so definitely, 600 and some odd. So, I would definitely love to get the subscribers, guys. Definitely help support the channel. Let's make this grow. And again, the rewards are there for everybody. Again, once I start building the channel, more giveaways. I definitely want to give back to you guys for helping me out. So that's always a plus. But what's up? Why do I want the dog in the video? You guys want to see our dog in the video? Hold on, no, hold on. Okay, let me know. Do you guys want to see the dog in the video before we put him in the video?
Yes, of course they do.
All right, there's a dog in the video. All right, there you go. So, all right, so there you guys go. My daughter being goofy, but there you go. You saw the dog. Just put Michael Blade. Just play it on mute in the background. I'll do it, Mike. What? I don't know what you mean. Sorry, Mike. I'm not following you on that one. So let me go back up here a little bit. There was actually another question. Somebody, Grandmaster, I think you know who's laughing in the background. But let me see here. Barbecue, wait. So. Yeah, there you go. Just play the video on mute, and that's fine. I don't, however you want to help me out, do that. Yeah, I get it. Thank you very much. So, man, get that right out of here. That dog's all messed up, dude. Oh my gosh! Look, there's the dog's feet. So it's supposed to be a schnauzer, but we haven't gotten him groomed, so he's been kind of hand groomed. But poor dog, he's got a little yeah. Yeah. So as you can see, guys, we're just having a good time, having a fun day right now. As always, when is San Diego Bay opening? You know what, Joe? I know San Diego just opened up, so I know that'll be as far as the beach goes. I think you got to keep moving though, from what I read or saw on Facebook. Nobody, you can't sit in one spot. I know it's something like that. So, but the bay should be opening up pretty soon. So, hopefully that goes pretty good. Hopefully in the next week or so. But with this coronavirus, everything's always changing, and I even hate saying that word right now. It's just been such a negative impact on everything in the world right now. But it's just something we're living with right now, and something we're having to deal with. So it is what it is. What else is going on, guys? Who else is still here? Is there anything else you guys want me to talk about? Anything else in my videos? Anything that maybe you guys saw in one of my past videos that you're interested about? Or, I had 2 of my subscribers reach out to me, Brian and Saul. We went up to Rockahulu, and they, tagged along with me up there and at the water park, and they had a blast. Got to see some interesting stuff. So, that's something we can do again. Yeah, Angela, of course, you're my #1 fan. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, we're going to keep working on some things. I definitely want to, I was thinking maybe even doing drone shots around Fontana right now. and just kind of going around, just kind of see what's going on over there. I took some night pictures recently, posted that on Facebook. City of or what's going on in Fontana. Got a lot of good feedback on that one. The Saul guy sounds so lame. He's not too bad. He's all right, but what's next in softball? Joe, that's actually a really good question. As far as what's going on in softball, we don't really know. Our understanding is, Angela's going to be starting some sort of summer program, but it was originally supposed to start in June. Now it's coming into July. She's going to be doing some online classes with OCC. So, again, we are just kind of taking this day by day, week by week. I think she's got a meeting tomorrow, but we'll kind of see what happens, and just kind of go from there. So let me see. What else do we got to talk about? What can I talk about, guys? Anyway, I don't know. What's let me see here. We have a few. What is okay? Let me ask you guys this. What is your favorite barbecue? What do you guys like to eat on the barbecue? Like, I think somebody said ribs earlier, but if your parents or you like to barbecue, what's your favorite thing to barbecue? Love to hear that one. No, anybody have no? Nobody likes to eat.
I do.
Carne asada? Yeah, I like carne asada. That's always good stuff right there. I like pollo asada too. That's pretty jamming stuff. Anything you barbecue is good. Yes, I know anything I barbecue because I'm a darn good barbecuer. I like chicken. Yeah, chicken's not too bad. Just gets kind of tiring. We have a lot of chicken here. We eat a lot of chicken. Shrimp, yeah, barbecue shrimp. We put that on the skewers there, and throw some seasoned salt on there, and that's always good stuff. Big boy drink. It is a big boy drink. Sorry, Sirani. Is it Sirani? So yeah, it is. It is a big boy drink. It's a refreshment. But thanks for being aboard as well, Sirani. Appreciate that. But okay, well, you know what? I hope I'm saying your name right, Sirani. I thank you for joining me from Turkey. That's very cool. Again, I always love getting the international, and I hope my English is clear. Hopefully, I'm not talking too fast for you, but I hope you can understand me. But since you're just joining, we just talked a little bit about GoPro, talked a little bit about droning, talked a little bit about some of the tools that I use for filming some of my videos. Again, I use a lot of heavy GoPro usage because, again, it's portability wise. They're small. I can put them in my pocket. They've just been a big fan for me. Their marketing campaign has just been superior. And again, DJI products, they're great products. I'm not bashing them or anything like that. It's just GoPro sold me right from the beginning, and I've just been kind of catered to them. It's kind of disappointing. Surrounding, I'm over here in the United States in Southern California. But again, with the no, I'm not going to tell you about my first kiss, Joe. Sorry, but yeah, USA. Yes, yep, USA. But again, with GoPro footage, you could film it in RAW videos, which I definitely like. So you can color correct that to kind of match existing footage, from your drones or any other camera. So I definitely like that. And once you kind of learn them and kind of dial them down a little bit, again, I put my ISO about 100. max about 400. I try really never to go over that. My exposure for my settings on my GoPro, if it's on a bright sunny day, I put it on about negative 0.5. And, I think it's what auto shutter, I believe, and kind of go from there. And then, and just kind of make the smaller adjustments from there. My sharpness, I believe I put it at medium. It's just something that, in post-production, I can edit and just put a little bit more sharpness to. But again, my ISO minimum max 100 to about 400. And again, if I'm fishing with buddies like with Joe or Eddie, or we're combo fishing there, I'll use like a shorty, just kind of get some of those angles. Or sometimes we got to get into the water or something, so I'll turn it down and turn the camera around, and I'll use that. But if I'm fishing by myself, I'll use the chesty mount. Hands down, has been one of my go-to for freehands. Again, I'm being with these new cameras, you can talk to them now and say, hey, GoPro record, GoPro, do your thing, and they'll record, and it makes it a lot more nicer, just more hands-free. So definitely like that. And as far as biggest fish I've ever caught, I think I caught like a 10-pound bass. That was pretty nice. I was at Lake Paris, fished pretty late at night there. Went with an old buddy over there, Raphael, and we used to go there at night and have a blast. But that was a good night. And as far as ocean fish goes, I think I caught like maybe a 15-pound Dorado. That was pretty fun. That was a good fight. 20 pound. I don't know how big it was. It was a good size, but I remember I ended up taking jackpot on that on the boat, and that was a few years back ago, and that was some good fish tacos. We had that for a couple of days there. That was good stuff. But again, as far as the two, I should get back into competitive fishing. Yes, I strongly agree. But as we know, we remember how that went. We're kind of sometimes not home all the time, but every once in a while I used to catch a check, and that was always fun. And then remember one time I went fishing on this one guy's boat, and I was just spanking him pretty hard on his boat and beating him down, and he got kind of mad at me because I was catching a lot of fish, and he made the comment about when are you going to let me catch fish? It's my turn now. And of course it was his boat, so I was beating him pretty bad on his boat, and I actually sat back and just chilled and let him fish, and it was it is what it is, but that's kind of the way life is, and some people love the competition, some don't. But I remember the next tournament, getting teamed up with this other guy. I don't know. I guess word got spread, or I don't know what happened. But the next guy that I went, he totally backseated me and left me in some skinny water, and I just would not. He would not let me get any room or anything to fish. So I had to kind of improvise a little bit. I caught a couple of fish, but I ended up losing really bad. But it is what it is. But like I said, some people love the competition, some don't. But it is what it is. Any advice on new people to get into droning? You know what? Again, just with the droning, just start small. I talked to another YouTuber, and we got to chit chat through text a little bit. And I know DJI is coming out with a new drone tomorrow, I think it is, or doing something with drone. It's not up in your game, but for hiking, fishing, anything outdoor where you have to, especially hiking, if you're going to do like a long hike and you don't want to carry a lot of equipment around, I would definitely say like Mavic Air, anything super light. I can't remember if it's the Mavic Air, the Mavic Spark, but there's one of them that's like under 5 grams. So they government considers that as a toy. But again, it's really light. I think my Mavic 2 Pro here is about 7 grams. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys find out, let me know. Chime that in. But again, if I'm doing a long hike, if I go a long way, I might take one battery in the controller, and that's really about it. If I burn up the battery in a walk or something, in a hike, then it is what it is. But for the most part, for my long hikers, that do some serious hikes, definitely go with the lightest and the most compact that you can put, because again, you guys are going on those long trips, again, Pacific Crest Trails, stuff like that. And you want to carry the lightest stuff that you can with you. So, and again, the YouTuber that I talked to is a pretty heavy hiker, does a lot of cool trips. And I wish he was here right now. I definitely give him a shout out. But so we got to chit chat a little bit, and but hopefully he gets that drone, and I'll guide him in the right direction. We'll make sure he gets the right fit for that one. So, but any advice to new people? Just like I said, just get into the bet as far as getting into it and buying something. Just get what you can afford. Again, luckily I had a little help, so that was I was pretty happy with that. So. But as far as again, doing it on my own, I bought used and bought a DJI Mavic Pro. That was my first drone, and I didn't need another drone here in the house, so I ended up selling that one out and like I said, I got the Mavic Pro too. But it getting into droning and getting those shots and just being a little bit more having that footage pop out a little bit. That's always been really nice. So. Charlotte, remember Skeet Reese? Yes, he's still around. He still fishes. So, but as far as let me see, Sarani, you mentioned about a blue whale. I've never seen any blue whales while fishing or kayaking. However, I have seen some gray whales that's come by. They were good. I don't know. They're kind of far out, but it was just crazy because you're in the kayak. I was out at Dana Point, and they were probably about a good maybe quarter mile away from me. But you can actually hear even in I'm so close to the water with the kayak, but you can hear the echoes and the songs and stuff like that. It was actually pretty cool. Kind of creepy, but and then you had a bunch of boaters chasing after them, so they. My kayak felt like it was in a washer there for a minute, but it was good stuff though, and I was glad I got a chance to hear that. As far as wildlife goes, I mean, I've had sea lion jump on top of my kayak. I've seen dolphins out there, so that's always been pretty cool to see. So. All right, guys. What else is going on? Hey, why the hat? What happened to the hair? Yeah, Bill, I had to hide the hair a little bit. After yesterday, but I mean, again, it's still there. It just like poof. So, but I think this is a little bit more tamer than what I had it yesterday. So, but what else? So here we are, guys. It is what time is it now? We're about 7-8 o'clock almost now. Let me know, guys, what's going on in your daily lives? How are you guys coping with be proud? Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I have a full head of hair, Bill. Definitely that. I'm definitely privileged on that. And it is nice that I have that. I wish I could go full facial beard here like yourself, but at my age, I don't think that's going to happen. It's probably the Indian in me, or maybe I have Asian. I don't know. I don't know what I have in me. So, but hey, I'm glad I have a full head of hair. So that is pretty nice. So, all right. Who do we still have on here? Looks like, let me see here. Participants, who we have? I can't really tell who do I have on here. Thought I did, but hope everybody's doing well tonight. And Bald is beautiful. Yeah, Bill, if you can, definitely do the bald stuff. Yeah, I mean, definitely you rock it. So, that's always a plus. So, guys, we're just having a good night right now. Looks like I got about 4 people on right now. And who else is Sereni? Is my buddy from Turkey still here? Any fishing jokes? I don't have any fishing jokes, Joe. If you know of any, I'm sure I've probably heard. I'm just kind of spacing out right now. I don't have any fishing jokes. But if you have a couple, we can put them on, and let's hear a couple. But again, or if we have anything going on right now, any funny fishing stories? Man, some of the stuff I wish I would have had on. Well, I mean, I do probably, but no, I don't know. I know there's been plenty of fallens in lakes. I've had quite a few of those. Almost broke my head one time. I think Eddie almost fell on one of my videos there. You got, and that I put on YouTube. But as far as anything spooky, I remember cool stuff. I mean, we were fishing at Diamond Valley Lake, me and my buddy Raphael, and came across a family of mountain lions. That was kind of cool. We saw them from the bank. I was going to Lake Mead. I've seen bighorn sheep. But again, never seen any Bigfoots or anything like that. Just happened to see, when you're out in the outdoors, you just never know what you're going to see. Again, remember when we went to Virginia Lakes for the first time, bears every night, it seemed like. That was my experience with wildlife. And Charlotte was pretty brave there about wanting to go check out the wildlife. Me, on the other hand, I wanted to stay safe. I was not having that at the time, but she thought it was cool to try to almost touch a bear, but I don't know. The rock quarry. Oh man, that was a good time, Bill. Dang, dude, I remember that. When we did that, I won't mention the name of it, but we did a quarry where fishing was really good. Everybody was catching fish. My brother-in-law Bill, who came out with us, he was kind of sketched out at first. He was kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know if we're gonna do this. And he came out, and I was like, dude, it was like fish every cast. We had such a blast, dude. And there was like 15 or 20 of us. It was actually I think it was a golf course pond or something. I don't know what it was nowadays. I don't know. Dude, that was like 15 years ago. That was so long ago. We had out and just caught a bunch of fish. And I swear it really was every cast we caught a fish. And that was probably one of the best nights I've had with friends, family. And that was definitely a good time. Definitely a good time. So, I just remember, Bill's kind of a quiet guy, he kind of sits there and stays focused, but, I had somebody, cause Bill was catching fish. I mean, Bill was catching fish just like we were. And I think Bill had even told me, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Bill, but I think he had said like, oh, that was the most, number of fish I've ever caught in my lifetime or something. Or you kind of made a comment similar to that. And I had somebody come up to me in a little bit and they were like, hey, it looked like your brother-in-law wasn't having fun, man. What happened, and I was like, no, I think it was, he did all right, and later I think I did ask you like, hey, did you have fun with that, and you're just like, oh yeah, I do. But, you were so focused on catching fish, some people are like that, you just stay focused. I'm quiet, sometimes I don't really hoopla or holler, and I know some people do. And, when I catch a fish, I'm just like, but again, when I caught my first Dorado, I mean, that was awesome. I've never experienced a Dorado like that. So that was pretty cool. And I remember getting pretty emotional on that one, and I was hooping and hollering in that one. So, it was a good time. Tanner B, go sub to Let Outdoor Guys. Outdoors. Sorry, Tanner, I'm not, I don't understand the question. Help me out here. Definitely sub. Again, I'm not too clear on what you're asking, but always focus everything I do. Yeah. Tell us about your fishing setups and which one is your favorite. Well, again, for fly fishing, I use a Sheila Loomis 5-weight fast action rod. I think it's a 9-footer. It's usually about my go-to for just about any situation with lakes. And then as far as maybe creeks and stuff, I think I have a 3-weight rod that I use to get to those tight places. And then as far as or as far as bass wise, man, I have a lot of bass rods. I got some for flipping. I got some, for the jigs. I got some for the frog fishing. I got definitely a lot of weight. Definitely a lot. My swim bait rods. Okay, Tanner. All right. Yeah, awesome. Loud Outdoors just put up a new vid, so okay, I'll definitely check that out in a little bit after we get off of this. And just out of curiosity, Tanner, where are you out of, and where's your videos out of? Love to hear from you on that one. So, guys, and then one of the just kind of touching back, one of the recent videos me and Angela did using GoPro stuff was we tapped on that Hero 8 challenge that they did. That was pretty fun. We got a lot of clips, got a lot of stuff, and I think and then Bill and his daughter Samantha, my niece, they participated in that. We did a video called "Short Hike to Heart Rock," I think it was called. That was pretty fun. I think we had a blast on that one. And I was glad, they were part of that. I think I put out some fishing clips, some softball clips, kind of a little bit of both. We fish Kansas freshwater normally. Okay. Kansas doesn't have too much salt water, of course. But definitely we'll check that out. Excuse me. And we'll definitely scope that out. So yeah, thanks Tanner for letting me know and advising. Definitely appreciate that. I just got a chance. My daughter got a chance to go out to Kansas. She was checking out a school out there called Friends University. I guess it's by Central Methodist. If you're kind of curious, I think it's, I don't know. But again, it's out in Kansas area. And so I remember just her telling me it was real flat out there. And, over here we got a lot of mountain ranges and stuff like that. But, I unfortunately didn't get a chance to go. So I didn't get a chance to experience Kansas, but I wish I did. But, from what they told me, it was really nice. And, but again, just, of course, whole new world from what we're used to seeing out here. So, Wichita, Kansas. Yes. Thank you, Charlotte. Wichita, Kansas. That's what we went to, or that's where my wife and my daughter went to, Wichita, Kansas. So, Tanner, I don't know if you're from that area, Wichita, but that's where they went to. So, the question, Tanner, do you do any fly fishing, or is there any fly fishing out there, or is it just strictly bass fishing? Or I am kind of curious on that one. What is out there? Mm. All right, I'll let Tanner. There must be a lot of good fishing out there because he's taking a little bit of time there. But again, out here for fishing, guys, we have with the ocean. I mean, you could definitely, and there's just a variety of everything to do out here. So you can definitely surf perch. Oh, there it is. Fly fishing in Kansas is normally just bass. We normally do go to the Colorado for some trout, though. Go to Colorado. Okay. We've been to Colorado twice now for softball, and all right, Bill, we'll do, buddy. And that's always been nice. I definitely wanted to definitely wanted to fish over there, but we just never. Fortunately, I never had the opportunity to. It's always been softball, softball, softball. So, um, maybe hopefully soon. Once this whole coronavirus gets over with and Angela gets settled, we can um, definitely see what's going on there. But um, I definitely want to fish Colorado. So that river looks intense too. So love Colorado, and I think I fished Utah once. That was fun. I went out with a buddy, Patrick Davis, I believe the guy's name was, and that was. We went up to this little town. It's not pronounced Hurricane, as most us West folks would say, but it's actually pronounced Hurricane. Hurricane. So it's a small Mormon town out there, but it's got a great lake. I think it's Quail Lake. Gosh, it's been years now. I think about 18, 19 years. But I had a blast. Caught a lot of bass out there. There was some big trout out there. Fun lake, Southern Utah Lake. So that was definitely a different scenery. So that's when I lived in Vegas at the time. So it was about an hour and a half away from us. It was a great time. One of the other lakes I definitely want to check out is up north, up in northern Nevada, called Pleasant Valley. I think no, I'm sorry. Is it Pleasant Valley? No. Ah, shoots, I can't think of the name right now. But they got the big Latone trouts out there. Is it Pleasant Valley? I can't remember the name now. But if you guys know, let me know. If you guys, I can't think of it right now. I'm drawing a blank. I don't think it's Pleasant Valley, but I'll remember later. Of course, it's always later. So that's one of the trips I definitely want to take. I got to get a bigger weight rod, at least like a nine weight rod. So that'll be in the works as well, coming up in the future. But hopefully we get to do that. I get to do that trip. Anything else as far as I do miss fishing Lake Mead. I remember when I first moved out there, I totally hated it at first. It was a desert lake. There was just nothing around. It's just all desert. But as I got used to it and just the scenery and that's where I kind of got my competitive edge with bass fishing. Joined a bass club and just started fishing more and just learning a lot from those guys. And I remember even hearing the guy from Lucky Craft come out and just kind of just listening to him. And there was another guy that used to make spinner baits and actually he's on my Facebook, Mike Rozier. Unfortunately, doesn't make them anymore, but just learned a lot about the built and how to build up spinner baits and how he did it and everything. So that was pretty cool. Just sometimes if you just sit back and just listen instead of asking questions, and or maybe just ask the right questions. But again, I used to sit in that tackle shop for hours and just listen to people talk and applied it to some of my techniques and it worked, and sometimes you just got to listen, that's about the best thing to do. So, what plans do you have for your YouTube channel for the future? Again, it's something we talked about a little bit earlier. As far as what to do, I mean, I definitely want to grow the channel. I want to, promote it as much as I can. And I think maybe now with quarantine, this kind of opened some doors for me. Again, before quarantine, I would have never done a live video chat. But again, it's something I kind of want to experiment a little bit with. Yesterday was just kind of a trial run. I was kind of bored. It was late night and, just had to kind of jump in there and just see what happens. Again, the people that showed up, again, my brother-in-law, with a couple other drone guys showed up. I think I got a fishing guy on there. That was kind of fun. So again, to get a new audience tonight, a little bit, kind of expanded a little bit. Tanner, again, thanks for joining in. I had, I can't remember who else I had on earlier. Sariani again from, I don't know if hopefully he's still here. I don't know if you're still here or not, buddy. But Shovel Weasel, I haven't heard anything from him right now lately. Grail, Grandmaster Salt, I haven't heard anything from you guys. Oh, Get Higher Up Productions, he was here earlier, but apparently he had to go to work. So, we get it. As far as how-to videos, that's something I got to do more. Definitely want to, maybe I'll break it down and simplify maybe the GoPro usage or, how to fly fish or something. Something like that. I don't like doing too much just because there's so much. And you could say, hey, this is how I tie my knot, and you get 3 or 4 people that argue about, no, this is how I that knot, and it just becomes a little bit of an argument. So we'll see what happens. Um, but again, who knows? Who knows what's going to hold up in the future? I definitely enjoy these live feeds. So again, if you guys being part of it, I mean, just us chit chatting and for me to have 6 people, again, I think I had 8 or 9 people at one time. So that's kind of cool. But so we'll just keep plugging away at this, and eventually, as soon as Facebook allows me, as soon as I get my subscription and my hours, hopefully, I can start doing some live feeds or some live streams from my mobile, and that way we can do some cool fly fishing on the live there, or some cool fishing live, or anything hiking, as long as I get a internet connection. We could do something like that. So that'd be kind of cool. So let's see here. So as we continue on through the night, just out of curiosity, what have you guys been doing for quarantine? What's new? What are you guys doing for entertainment? Thanks, Joe. I hope this is better than the Housewives of OC. I think they're a little bit more. They might be a little bit more entertaining, but yeah. So again, guys, we're doing here. Yeah. All right, so had a couple texts pop through. So just thought I'd check that out a little bit. Make face masks. That's right. How's the face mask things going? Have you found those materials or everything going okay on that one, Ma? What's up with that? But kind of curious on how that stuff turned out. Haven't heard from you on that, so I am kind of curious. With everything that's going on, those are definitely, I know those have been pretty hard to come by. I know Charlotte just got, she had to go do something as far as, I think she's going Tuesday or Monday to out to Royal Valley. They're doing a test center or something. Again, my thoughts on this, I'm kind of 50-50 with it. I'm kind of, I don't know, kind of on the wall with it. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. It's just kind of questionable. So I don't know. That's probably not what most want to hear, but good. I'm glad you're getting the orders, Ma. That's good. Material would probably be hard to find, especially now because everybody is, everybody's ordering that stuff and trying to get that stuff. So, I could definitely see how that could be hard to get by. So again, guys, here we are. We're live streaming, talking a little bit about everything, some outdoor stuff, quarantine. As we go on, we are just, we talked about barbecue, talked about fishing, touched a little bit about hiking. I like to hear, I like to get some more hikers up on here. Talked a little bit about some drone stuff. I was actually going to take a sunset picture of over here in Fontana, but I wanted to come out and talk to you guys instead. So definitely made that best judgment there. That was good. And but again, droning, it's kind of nice because especially with quarantine, you don't have to go too many places, and sometimes you just find that right shot in the air and it just looks good. So definitely happy to have the drone. And again, I can do it from the comfort of my living room almost. So Top 5 places to fish. Top 5 places to fish is saltwater, or top 5 places to fish freshwater or lakes, streams. What are we talking about here, Joe? What are we talking about? So help me out here, buddy. Saltwater? I think saltwater. Okay, cool, Molly. I see the fox mask. Okay, cool, cool. Top 5 places to saltwater. I mean, I think top 5. What? I've never fished it, but from what I've heard, up north is pretty good. Was Monterey Bay? That's pretty cool. I like Newport Bay. I mean, it's okay. It's always been kind of slow. I think Oceanside is pretty good. La Jolla, of course, and then San Diego Bay has been pretty productive. Mission Bay over there too. I think that's 6, but usually the bays got a lot more structure, some bigger halibuts, especially if you're new to fishing. What's my wish list? I've always wanted to fish in the Amazon down for some peacock bass. I know Florida's got some going on. They're just not as big. But I mean, I would definitely love to do that. El Salto is pretty good. I can't remember what's that pay lake over here that what is it? Not Hodges, down in San Diego. Always wanted to check that one out. I can't think of the name of that one now. So I'm drawing a blank. But we got to pay to get in, and it's only a certain time of the year. But you got to fish it after the spawn or something like that. But they produce big bass, so I'd like to get on that lottery there and just try that out. I just know it's warm, and I just never had the opportunity to go down there yet. So, but again, bass fishing is supposed to be pretty good from what I've heard. So that's one of my wish lists. And again, biggest wish list to catch a nice size yellowtail off my kayak. I've been kind of trying for that one for a little bit. So, I definitely would like to get, kick that off my bucket. I know, Joe, took you a while to get that, and we took that one dude out. I mean, it was his first time out there, and that was just luck of the draw. You got one right there, and I was like, man, I think I almost got emotional and cried that day because it just beginner's luck when I had gone out there already 3 or 4 times and to catch anything. So just the way it is. But good for, I can't think of the guy's name. I think it's Mark or something, but when we went with Todd. So again, just time on the water. That's all it is. Just time and time and time on the water. And, we saw, me and Joe just happened to see a pretty cool ceviche video. And the guy made some killer ceviche. It was just, looked so good. And he made it out of rockfish. And it was, again, maybe I'll get a bunch of rockfish and do a ceviche out of it. Get a bunch of vegetables and stuff. And, that's something that I've never done either. He has made a ceviche, so definitely like to do that. So it'd be kind of cool. So again, guys, we're just kind of talking general. If you guys are just new, just throwing some things out there, just kind of talking everything outdoors. Maybe next time we'll narrow it down and just only talk about fishing, or only talk about droning, or only talk about certain hikes or anything out. Just kind of stick to one topic. But tonight's just been really general. We got a lot going on right now as far as in quarantine, and we're all in this together. We're gonna get through this eventually. I know they started opening up some beaches and stuff like that. I thought I had something going on tonight. I thought I was gonna do another rap video for some drone, another rap video, but unfortunately I never heard back. So today I would have loved to drone Huntington Beach or something and just kind of seeing what's going out there. But maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll go out there and do a quick run tomorrow and just kind of see what's going on. I know I got the drones all charged up, batteries all ready to go. So, maybe I'll go do a trip out there. But other than that, I mean, I've just been myself, just kind of experimenting with new things, doing some stuff with YouTube, definitely doing the live streams. And, again, to have an audience of up to 8 or 9 people that I saw tonight, that's been pretty cool. So again, I thank all of you guys for that. and it looks like we've kind of slowed down a little bit, so I'm not seeing too many questions popping up anymore. Um, we'll stick around for about another 10, 15 minutes, and we'll go from there. But talk a little bit about how I started this channel. A while back, I've actually been on a YouTuber. I wouldn't say YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just the guy right now that just posts videos for right now. That's all I do, and I enjoy it. I don't get paid to it. I just love posting videos and sharing some of my experience with the community out there. But as far as how I started, I made a back in 2007. I made a YouTube channel, and again, that's all I did is I think I used a phone, or I don't know, I don't remember what I did, or just took a bunch of pictures. I think, yeah, it was just a bunch of pictures, no videos, and I meshed it into a video. And I think it was actually for softball, or maybe it's for my daughter. No, that's right. It was Angela. We were at the LA County Fair, and I think I still have that video up. But we were at the LA County Fair. She must have been about 6 or 7 years old, and it was a video. And I put it on. I think I put it on I think I recorded on a Razor phone. So if you remember that, I mean that was long ago. So I recorded on a Razor phone, posted it on YouTube just so I can have people watch it, family and friends, and so that was why, because the file was so big, it was harder for people to see it. But and again, I never really thought about growing it until just recently, maybe the past 2 years, where I'm like, hey, I really want to kind of start really launching this, and and actually after having it for over 10 years now, geez, 13 years, and just kind of really grown it lately. It's been pretty cool. Again, you just kind of get a little bit more involved and put a little bit more time and effort into some of the videos, and working with different editors. And now, again, I've stepped out to Final Cut Pro, and that's been a beast right there. The past 6-7 months of trying to use that and really diving into that and finding what works, what doesn't work, and it's been frustrating too. There's a lot to Final Cut Pro that that I wish I would have known earlier. I wish I would have taken the time to invest in that, a few years back ago. I would have been better now, of course, but it is what it is. But again, that's what you do. You invest little by little, and that's how you make your videos better. So, so that's the editor I use, Final Cut Pro. Every once in a while, I'll use an old GoPro Studio. But again, I hate using that because it just crashes all the time. So I try to avoid it as much as I can, unless I'm doing maybe a quick video or something. I might throw it together and just kind of use that old GoPro Studio app. So, but or again, the resources that I use, I'll just use it on my phone. And somebody said iMovie, yeah, I've done that one. GoPro Quick, I think it's called, or something. And again, GoPro doesn't sponsor me. DJI doesn't sponsor me. I'm not sponsored by Yeti or anything like that. These are just products that I like to use. I became kind of a fanboy with Yeti a while back. I started with the cups, and we've just kind of grown with the coolers, and they've just been kind of good to me. And they're durable, especially the coolers. We invested in the soft coolers for softball, and it's just been. Yeah, they're a little pricey, but again, just like GoPro, their customer service has been top notch. If I need something on the fly, or if something breaks or something, they're really quick to replace it. They don't even question it anymore. So, so again, their customer service is superior, and I think that's why I stay with certain products. GoPro has now looks like their phone calls are all overseas now, so. That's been a little frustrating to kind of talk to somebody, but or at least to get a clear English speaker. But again, I know why they do it. They have to cut costs, and everything's a profit. But again, I've never talked to DJI customer service yet. I haven't had an issue yet with their drones. But I'm sure it's probably the same thing with them as well. But again, with certain products, I'll stick to it. If you guys want to tell me what some of your favorite products are, let me know. I'd love to hear from you on that one. But especially as any outdoor products, let me know. If you guys got a favorite camping tent, or a favorite lantern or headlight or something. I've been using these Princeton headlights. They're pretty bright. I definitely want to get me a new flashlight, something small, maybe around this size or something. This is the shorty tripod. I've just been kind of fidgeting around. I don't know if you can hear that, but hey Scott, what's going on, man? Holy smokes, how you been, buddy? Long time no talk to you, man. I'm glad you're aboard, man. We're just talking a little bit about everything, a little softball, a little outdoor stuff, and we try to get a hold of you, man, for some car parts. And again, I think that's when we were texting back and forth about your changing your number and stuff. But unfortunately, I already got them, but glad you're part of the chat, man. We again, we're just here talking about outdoor stuff, activities, some softball we touched on earlier. So unfortunately, you kind of missed that one, but we are talked a little bit about droning, talked a little bit about mostly fishing tonight has been about. So Hatch Reel Sims fishing gear, yes. Yeah, I know you're a big fanboy of those Sage rods, Hatch. Yeah. We just there you go. Is that a little bit better? So I know I keep having the flicker of the light and stuff. I don't know if you guys are getting that, but try to prevent some of that. But there we go. Let's fix myself a little bit there. Whew. It's a little sticky out tonight, guys. It's a little humid here. We got the window open, but it is pretty sticky here. So we are going to continue this chat. And for again those that are just joining, thank you for signing in. Glad to have you a part of this part of tonight. And so Scott, how's everything going with you guys, man? How's the familia doing? Are you still coaching, or what's going on over there? Love to hear from you there. Excuse me. So as we continue this night, guys, we are again, we're just kind of chit-chatting. Hang on just a sec. Sorry. No worries, man. As we continue this night, guys, we are we're just going to have some random chit-chats here. Everything that's coming through, I'll definitely answer your questions. It's not totally insane. I think it shows like 6-7 people right now on. So, for those that gave it a thumbs up, thank you very much. I definitely appreciate that. And I hope everybody can see the chat there. Again, I'm still kind of learning all this as I go. Kind of learning some of the settings and stuff. So if it gets kind of crazy, or if I do something wrong, hopefully I don't shut it off or anything. I think there was another way to stream live or something. That's supposed to be pretty good. Again, right now I'm just kind of using the YouTube basic, so just kind of learning that. But so again, thank you for the extra likes, guys. Appreciate that very much. And okay. And thanks, Mom, for joining. Again, hope you had a great birthday. Sorry we couldn't come out, with all this quarantine. We've just been kind of laying low. But again, hope your day was good. Hope everything worked out. Again, happy birthday, Mom. And have a good night. And for the most part, guys, so yeah, that was, again, Mom just tell, I don't know. It's kind of bad. I don't know how old she is, but I'm not going to tell. But yeah, so she just had a birthday. I always get those two confused. My wife, I know that's horrible to say, but I get my wife and I get my mom's birthday confused, because my mom's birthday is on the 26th of a month of today, of April. And then my wife's birthday is on the 24th. So I always get those two mixed up, and, I always got to kind of dig through some Facebook or You know, of course, I get chewed out by my wife, and yeah. So kind of scary stuff. I know sometimes I hang my own neck there, but yeah. So, but again, glad you know. Again, she's here doing the. She did that, so it looks like she just signed off. But yeah, for the most part, we are just here having a good night. And of July, yeah, I got you, Charlotte of July. Yes, 24th of July. Yes, I'll probably forget it, you know, but remind me in a couple of months. So, no, but we are, you know, again, here just kind of chit chatting. Looks like I just got somebody else that signed on. I got 5 here now. So that's good. Thank you for signing back on. But let me know who's here. You know, love to hear. Again, we're just kind of talking some outdoor random questions, and you know, anything that you have new for me, I'd love to hear from it. If you want to hear me, you know, how I camera setup or you know, kind of gear that I take. I kind of went over that earlier. I'm a big heavy user of the GoPros, just because the action cameras and they're lightweight. When's your anniversary, Bill? You know what, buddy? That's not a fair question, and I don't believe you should be asking me that question. I'll have to find that out. I'll find that out later. Yeah. I know it's in June because it's a pretty busy month for me. So it's sometime in June. But yeah. So thanks, Bill, for putting me on the spot. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah. So, but you know, when I find out on the June 25th, then I think everything will probably be okay. So, oh yeah, June 25th. Oh, I know. Okay. So, but I'll throw a little shout out again. These guys don't sponsor me, but I gotta say these have been these cups, these Yeti cups. I know they have the knockoffs at Walmart and whatnot, but again, customer service goes a long way with me. The people over at Yeti, they've been really, you know, they've been pretty supportive. If I need a a part or something right here, the little lip, the magnetic thing. But I gotta say, man, I've put my cold drink in the car. I went fishing, left. I went. This was actually at La Jolla. Went fishing. Left my it was half full of ice and some soda, and this is the midsummer. I think it was like July, and I left it in my truck. Granted, my truck has tint, but it was tinted windows. But hot summer day, La Jolla. Came back at 3:00. There was still ice. Kept the drink cold, and that was kind of one of the reasons why I was sold on it. Just to keep the drink cold. I was pretty impressed on this. But when I first bought one of these, I bought the silver one. And I bought it. We were at the softball field, and I was like, let's see what happens. And I wasn't a believer. We're kind of like, that thing's not gonna cold. It's not gonna stay cold. Yeah, right. 8 hours. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So we kept it. I think we put them outside, and then I think Charlotte wanted to drink one time out of it, and she was pretty impressed that it was still cold after a long softball day. And so she kind of stole mine, so I had to go get another one. And we've just been kind of big fanboys of the Yetis, but especially these cups. We could just beat them up. And I think the more you beat them up, the better they look. But again, price wise, I think these go for like $34, $35. I'll put a link below. You guys can check that out on Amazon. But again, for kicking back, and they have a variety of cups and stuff, but. These are the ones, and I think I got a coffee one that I've had forever. But it seems like every time I go on a new fishing trip or something, I might, order a new one or something and have it ready for another fishing trip. But yeah, I got that one because it looked pretty close to the ocean. But somebody gave me some smack about it that it looked like the Tiffany color from, Tiffany, the jewelry company or whatever. So, but yeah. Best eating fish. Oh, there we go. That's a good question. Best eating fish. I've eaten a lot of fish. I love sushi. That's kind of one of my favorites. Sashimi is pretty good stuff. But as far as like fish tacos and stuff goes, that Dorado was pretty good. How's it going, Nigel? What's up, buddy? Just let me help me out here. Where are you from, Nigel? Love to hear from you. We're on your location. But best eating fish, yeah. I mean, I don't keep any of the bass that I eat, the lake bass as far as that, the largemouth. I always release those. As far as trout wise goes, the only trout if I'm on if I do a catch clean cook, it would probably be about a Big Bear. The meat is really pink. Cool, Nigel. All right, England. Nice. All right. Well, welcome aboard, Nigel. And we're talking a little about fishing, droning. We're talking about a little bit of everything, man. So chime in if you want to throw some questions at me, or we're just kind of chit chatting right now, buddy. So anytime, mate. But and so what? Again, that Dorado was pretty good, man. We fried it up. We made some killer fish tacos out of it, man. I put some tomatoes, some lemon in there. Oh, so good. Tuna is always a good one to go to. But again, that Dorado was definitely pretty good. Trout, again, back to the Big Bear trout. The meat is really pink, so it's almost like a salmon. And again, salmon is always good. Halibut's really good. So rockfish. You got your sculpins. You got your I don't know about sand bass. I heard those are pretty good, but definitely the sculpins. I want to catch about 4 or 5 of those on a trip, and then maybe make some ceviche out of that. So that's maybe an upcoming project. Again, my thing is just keeping fish and making sure it's safe for till I get home and stuff. So I may have to invest in a fish bag or a kill bag or something like that, so I can put it keep the fish fresh as I get home, because San Diego to my house is about a 2-hour trip. So sometimes in that hot sun, it sometimes those fish cook and then they go bad and it's kind of not as good anymore. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good eating fish, Tanner. I think you guys probably do a lot of crappie. Crappie is probably pretty good. I think maybe the bluegills or something. But I know the panfish can be pretty good. I don't know if you guys have perch out there. I don't know. I don't know if that's a species out there in Kansas. But again, and again, I don't. Me personally, I don't keep any bass fishing. I don't keep any largemouth bass. It's just I think I kept 1 and 2 maybe in the past, and I just wasn't really impressed with it. I think people that do keep fish, at least they keep the bass. They have a license. They can do what they want. Is just as long as you stay within the regulations. I have no problem with that. So it's when people poach and again, crazy fishing story. Yeah, crappie and walleye. There you go, walleye. That was the fish I was thinking. Yes. I've never had walleye. That's one I definitely want to try out. Actually, I've never even had crappie before. So at least fried. At least that I can remember. I don't know. Yeah, but I've heard walleye was actually pretty good, man. So that's good stuff. I know England. I know they do a lot of fly fishing out there for carp. I think that's kind of the big thing, but they got some big trout out there too. So Nigel, if you're familiar with fishing, definitely chime in on that. Let me know. But again, I know a lot of guys eat catfish. Again, that's just not my thing. But carp, I hear it's pretty. It's not, again, not the greatest. I don't know. I've never wanted to try one of those. I've just never been too excited about wanting to try one. So maybe fish. I don't even fish for them. So. But again, up here at Big Bear, they have a big carp population, so they've been bow fishing for those and try to take them out and try to thin the herd out a lot because they eat the bass eggs. So that's been pretty dominant right there. So in England, it's fish and chips at the Seacod. There you go, fish and chips. Yeah. We do. We have some sand bass and stuff out here that, but yeah, fish and chips, man. That sounds pretty good. Seacod, yeah, sounds pretty good, man. That I don't know. Maybe want to go to my local fish market if it was open. So, and then help me out here, Nigel. Nicholas Green Outdoors, what's going on, Nicholas Green Outdoors? Thank you for joining. Love to see new friends and faces up here. Oh, more friends. But Hey, buddy, just chime in. We're just talking fishing, just talking outdoor stuff, talking a little about everything. So, just kind of throw it out there. Let me know what you find out. Let me know, again, talk a little about some of the equipment that I use, kind of stuff. So, um, uh, let me know which topic or throw me a question out. But uh, yeah, again, England. That's help me out here. Not a little bit, Nigel. That's where I'm going at. I don't know if you're part of my own community subs or my fishing subs, but England has been one of the places I definitely want to drone. I just hear, the scenery is pretty nice up there. Some of the stuff that I've seen, of course, over by the um, what's this? What by Big Ben over there, and um, where the Queen lives. Oh shoots, where does the Queen? Help me out, Nigel. Where does the Queen live? What is that place? I'm drawing a blank. God, it's so embarrassing. I should know this. But yeah, and I don't know if that's a no-fly zone over there where the Queen lives over there, but that'd be kind of a cool shot to get. But Buckingham Palace, thank you. It was bugging me. Yes. That's such a Jeopardy question. That's an easy Jeopardy question. That's like junior Jeopardy question. So, so thanks, Nigel, for helping me out on that, buddy. But no, parts of Europe and all that area, that would be pretty cool. One of the places I definitely want to drive to is Iceland. Man, just some of the photos and videos that I see of Iceland. Saw a Peter McKinnon video where he went out to Iceland. I think it was Chris Haw. How he went out there, just gorgeous stuff, man. It was the scenery and stuff like that. It just they got some pretty cool stuff. And of course, if I had a fishing rod out there, maybe do some fishing. But I would definitely like to go check that place out. So I don't know if Nigel, if you're part of the drone community, but if you've ever drone over there, Nicholas Green, again, let me know. And Nick, where are you from, buddy? What part of the country are you from? Are you USA or part of the world? You out here. I got Nigel here. That's from England, so I'm pretty happy. I love when I get international stuff. So that's good stuff. But yeah, hey. Tanner, I don't know, man. If you ever in SoCal, buddy, just Nicholas, you're in PA. Okay, I just had some in-laws move out to PA, and they're part of. Actually, I visited Pittsburgh area. Been over there to like Three Rivers Stadium and stuff like that over there in Pittsburgh. That was pretty cool. So, or not PNC Park. There it is. That's what it's called, PNC Park. So I checked out the Pirates over there. But I haven't been over there in like, I don't know, over 20 years, but it was pretty cool. But where I was getting at with Tanner, buddy, hey, man, if you're ever out in SoCal, you want to go fishing, man, just send me a PM or send me something, and maybe we'll try to hook up if you're out in SoCal. We'll try to get together, and try to do some fishing, and actually anybody, or droning, whatever you want to do. Nick, help me. I can't remember exactly, if the channel was catered to only fishing or hiking. So, but again, if you're over in my neck of the woods, yeah, feel free, man. We'll get together and do some hiking, droning, fishing, whatever you want to do, buddy. But yeah, no, PA was nice. Again, we went there during the summer, man, and I think it was like July. And it was so cooking out there. Just the humidity. Oh my gosh. But again, it was inexperienced. I thought it was pretty crazy that you couldn't buy beer at a store like over here in SoCal. You could buy beer and no questions asked, but there you had special distribution centers or something, and I thought that was kind of weird. You had to go to these like little centers or something, and then that's how you could buy your beer. So and just just interesting stuff. A lot of history. I think we wanted to go check out. What did we check out? I went to go check out. Oh man, there was a lot of stuff. Heinz Field. Went on the incline, of course. And this is Pittsburgh area, so I don't know what part of PA you're from, but if you're more towards Philadelphia or Pittsburgh area, but we went to Pittsburgh. But went to go see Gettysburg. That was kind of cool. So unfortunately, it was raining when we went, so we didn't really get much pictures or anything like that. We just kind of went in the car, came in, came out, and that was really about it. So, all right. So again, guys, we're at about an hour and 46 minutes here, and it looks like things are going pretty good. I think we should definitely keep going on this. I mean, I hope you guys are liking the stream. Again, I'm trying to keep it as entertaining as I possibly can, but of course, the more participants I get, the more we can have a good time and kind of chit chat a little bit. So, more questions I get, the more involvement we can all get in, and it's been this almost 2 hours here. This goes by quick. I didn't realize we're almost approaching 2 hours. I mean, this was I'm having a blast. Again, here reading your comments and nothing wrong with a little teasing going on. I think Bill kind of went offline for a little bit, but that's it's all in good fun. Tanner, just out of curiosity, buddy, what's one of the biggest fishes you caught, or biggest bass? Do you guys get smallmouth out there? Do you get and then Nicholas, going to throw you out there, buddy. What is your channel catered to? Help me out here again. I don't have your channel posted up right now, but what do you got going on? Is it a lot of fishing? Is it hiking outdoors? Just kind of want to hear from you there. And then Nigel, I never heard back from you on that one, but again, help me out. What's your channel about, or do you do you do a lot of droning, or what's going on with that, buddy? Again, what biggest fish was a 58-pound paddlefish? I'll have to look what a paddlefish is. I've never heard of that. Maybe sounds pretty cool, man. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to find that, man. That assuming that's probably a freshwater fish. But that's a serious pig, dude. That's not even a pig. That's a bus. So I can imagine what that fish looks like. That's pretty intense, bro. Yeah, fish like that we don't. I mean, you can go sturgeon up in the. But again, that's up in sturgeons are in the rivers up north. But yeah, we don't have anything. I mean, maybe you get a catfish that's pretty. Stripers, I guess we get stripers that are pretty big up here. That are chilling in the river. Sometimes they get them in the canals over here up in the aqueduct, California aqueduct. But that's a stud fish, bro. So congrats to you on that one, man. I'm impressed. I know Joe has, I got video of that one, but he. I think Joe's caught. I was pretty impressive too. Caught a nice sized tuna on a fly. When you catch, and anytime you go fly fishing, you catch up on the fly. I mean, it's just a whole nother experience. It's definitely pretty good. Yeah, tuna, white sea bass. But yeah, I think Joe, that paddlefish is a freshwater fish. So, but and again, we don't. I mean, we got stripers that can get that big, and like I said, in the aqueduct, but. That's I wonder if that's they have paddle shaped noses and are filter feeders, so you have to snag them. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean that sounds really close to a sturgeon, because they have the same thing where they have, so you got the fish here and then below is the mouth, so they're sucking stuff up, crabs or whatever on the bottom. So I'm not too familiar on how I think they use like Bryn strip or something like that, and they just maybe do maybe like a drop knot or something like that. Yeah, I don't know who a woman. Do you like or chicken of the sea? Yeah, I don't know that. Thanks for posting a woman. But yeah, we tend to I guess albacore. But But we so yeah, that sturgeon stuff. Yeah, it's all bottom feeding fish. I don't know if they use shrimp or whatnot. I'm not too quite sure on the bait that they use, but I know you definitely got to drop it. And the guys that go fishing for that is it's out in they fish over by the Golden Gate Bridge and fish pretty deep over there. That's also a hotbed for great whites too. I found out, but they. Yeah, I mean it's a tough fish to catch and heavyweight, and you just drop it down and let it go. So, oh yeah, okay. So I just got a picture of a paddlefish. So yeah, now I see it right now. So okay, yeah, that's here you go. Post that right there. So that's what a paddlefish looks like. So good stuff. So, but again, guys, thank you for everybody who's joined in on this. Again, we love to have you aboard here. So, again, we're talking a little bit about fishing. We're talking a little bit about hiking, anything outdoors. Nigel, again, buddy, just kind of reaching back out to you, man. I haven't heard back from you. I hope you're still with us. Again, I just want to see, as far as, where you're at, man. As far as what kind of outdoor activities that you participate in. And, I'd love to hear from you as well on that. Guys, we're going about the 153 mark right now. Thank you everybody for definitely participating in this. It has been a great night, and we are as we continue on this night here, we'll probably stop here in about the next 10 minutes here. It doesn't seem like we're getting it's kind of thinning out a little bit here. The questions aren't coming, and try to keep it active, trying to keep it entertained as much as I can here. But I definitely need your guys' help. So, again, let me know some of your outdoor experiences. We could definitely chit chat about that. There you are, Nigel. I do a bit of coaching in soccer in England. Don't have a YouTube channel I post on. Okay. Okay. I know soccer is huge out there in England. I mean that, anytime, or is it Europe? Is it football, European football? But again, you guys are, you guys are dominant in the soccer, in the soccer world. And, no, we just, football. Okay. And, we like to, football. Yeah. So, again, I work in the sports industry. So, I do know a little bit about soccer, some soccer training and stuff like that. I've played it for like one season when I was like 7 years old. But yeah, we got my kid into soccer or into softball, and we just kind of never looked back. We got her into some other things. But for the most part, we, what we did is we, that's always been, and again, soccer, is really good. I have my coworker, his kid is into soccer, and but again, just kind of learning a little bit about as much as I can. Like I said, I sell the equipment. They had some cool cameras that I was considering investing in, but they're kind of pricey. They're about $5-6 grand. I think even up to like 12 grand I saw, but they get the whole view of the soccer field. And we are we're going to continue this here, and we are favorite fish to catch. Tanner, Joy Coins, what's going on, man? How's it going? yeah, favorite fish to catch. I definitely am a big fan of the freshwater industry. Again, bass fishing, trout fishing. For a while there, man, I was like hardcore bass fishing. That's all I cared about was just bass fishing, bass fishing. I invested in a hoopla, a bunch of uh, uh, okay, Nigel. Hey, buddy, you have yourself a good night. Good hearing from you, man. Glad you came out here from England. So definitely appreciate that, buddy. And yeah, you be safe too, man. You and your family. Joy Coins, how's it going, buddy? Looks like you're one of my drone subs. So thanks for participating, man. Let me know where you're from. Um, let me know what's going on in your part of the world. Let me know where you're at. But but yeah, favorite fish, Tanner. Again, bass fishing is just it's just so fun. Flipping, pitching. There's so much to do. But again, once I got into the fly fishing world a few years back ago, that's been kind of I've been doing that a lot, man. I haven't really gotten into fly tying. In fact, I haven't gotten into that at all. But there's been uh, with the versatility of fly fishing and everything that you can do. I mean, the presentations and everything else. Uh, I don't know. I don't see myself going back as of right now, especially just everything that's involved. But I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't know. I like fishing. I love fishing. I love getting outdoors. And again, with the drone world, hiking world, and everything else, fishing, just being outside. Yeah, it just kind of all complements each other, and I continue to do that. So, um, yeah, and of course with my kid playing softball, being outdoors and being outside. I mean, and that's stressful. She's a pitcher, and pitchers' parents tend to be a little bit more stressed out. But it's definitely I definitely love being outdoors. So definitely helps a little bit there. So. Um, all right. So, oh, shoots. Shoots. What did I do? What did I do? There we are, back on there. All right. Sorry about that. Fly tying is so fun. I tie a lot of bass streamers and poppers. Yeah. Again, I wish I had the time to dedicate. That's just a whole nother vice right there. I mean, I would love to get into that. But unfortunately I just haven't. But I know Joe, which is where is he at here? What was his name on here? Blue Pearl. He does a lot of fly tying, and he's pretty heavy in that. He's got some pretty sick, flies and stuff that he ties. So, but so that's pretty cool. Now, just out of curiosity, Tanner, where can I find a paddlefish? Like, what type of water do those live? I know they live in freshwater, but I'm assuming deep water, or is that like lakes or like streams or rivers? Sculpin head's my favorite. Okay, yeah. Um, are you talking about eating those, Joe, or like what do you mean sculpin heads? Are you talking about fly tying those? So again, I apologize. I'm not too familiar on the lingo with the fly ties, um, but flies to tie. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I just know there's a variety of them out there that again, a lot of people love. They like deep river beds and large reservoirs. Gotcha. Okay, that sounds about right. Yeah. I mean, large reservoirs would have to support those kind of fish, and yeah, I could definitely see deep rivers. Again, definitely supporting those type of fish. I mean, they would have to. Stripers, those are a fresh and saltwater fish. Found a lot in deep waters. That's how the big boys get. But they'll eat off the live trout. They stock the trout out here in California, and then the stripers will come up and eat them when they get a chance. So that's how those fish get big. But stripers are so aggressive, and I believe you guys have some of those back east as well. But they just get so aggressive, and they just grow so big that in the ocean, I don't think they grow as big, but definitely in the lakes, they can. A 60-pound fish is not uncommon. Willow Beach down in Nevada, California, it's Arizona, Nevada border there. They're always stocking with trout, so those stripers just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they just produce massive size. So I heard they make some great fish tacos. I've never, again, not a fish that I've tried. I think you got to devein them or something, and then supposed to be really good. But again, it's not a fish that I tend to seek and go eat. I tend to try. I probably eat a lot more saltwater fish than anything. I don't know, just a little bit better, I guess. But again, if it's a trout, again, it's got to come from Big Bear where the meat's pretty pink or something. I don't eat the stocker trout. They're just don't look too good. Yes, we do have those here. They're actually at Lake Elsinore. I think they call them wipers. I don't know if that's what they call them out there with you guys. Or it's like a striper and a white bass or something, a striper and I can't think of the other name, but yeah, they call them wipers, and pretty common for people to catch them out here. So again, if you look up at Lake Elsinore, California, you'll see, and I think they're pretty heavy. I think they're up in the Sacramento Delta there too, if I remember right. So Joe, haven't heard from you, buddy. Joe Coins, you said hi. Again, we're talking a little bit about drones, a little of everything, being outdoors. Tanner, I appreciate you being pretty active, buddy. Thank you very much. But Joe Coins, I haven't heard from you, buddy. Again, what kind of drone do you have? Looks from your icon there, maybe some FPV drones. Again, we're just kind of talking about random stuff, man. What do you got going on right now? What part of the country are you from? Or part of the world, if you're, where you're at. But love to hear from you, man. So again, we're at the 2-hour mark here, and things have been kind of slowed down a little bit. But again, I do appreciate everybody being on board here. You guys have been great, and let's see here. Again, Tanner, you've been very active, so appreciate that, buddy. But again, we're going to continue this a little bit here. Again, just kind of starting off as far as making a fishing video. Just kind of tell you, let me see. When I make a fishing video, dude, I just I kind of try to get my B-roll maybe a couple days before, maybe a week before if I go. I will try again if I'm going to, like, let's say Lake Paris or something, I'll try to get some footage of the lake or something maybe a week before, or and then of course I'll go in there and get some of my coffee and stuff like that, and try to record before, so that way I could just kind of focus on fishing. But if I'm doing a drone video, kind of the same thing, I'll just if it's just aerial shots or something, I'll do some aerial shots and kind of make a video of that. A lot of times I'm just sitting on footage, and sometimes I don't even know what to do with it, and I'll just make a video out of it, and then I'll post it on YouTube, and there it goes. So I do have another video in the works that me and my kid have been working on, and we've got a lot of footage going on there, but hopefully I can get that uploaded here before July. I mean, that's been a monster. We just got a few more stops we got to do, so yeah, we're gonna keep working on that, and then like I said, Tanner, man, if you want to try to catch some hybrids, man, or anything different, man, we hit the salt or something. Again, I do a lot of surf fishing out here too. That's always fun. You catch a lot of surf perch, um, and actually you can catch anytime you go surf fishing, man. You just never know what you're going to catch. You can catch a leopard shark. You can catch. You just never know what you're going to catch, man. So there's always that, and we and of course afterwards, man, there's always some good place to get some tacos or something, and Newport Beach, San Diego. It's always nice to after a day of fishing, a couple hours there, you get something, and yeah, it's fun stuff. Um, Somebody asked me earlier about some fishing stories, and one of the craziest stories I've ever done, I've ever had experience to me was me and my buddy Matt, we went fishing at this one place down in San Diego, and California, man, they blocked a lot of stuff. It's MLPA, so they made it into like a zoological area where ecological thing you can't fish in certain areas, and La Jolla is kind of one of them. So you have to launch your kayak or have a boat, but you have to be like a mile away from shore. So we went there the following year to do some surf fishing, and I kind of just blanked out. I didn't realize that you couldn't fish from shore, and they closed it. So the lifeguards had told me, hey, you can't fish here. You got to go to Scripps or up the way. So fine. So we drive up, and me and my buddy Matt, we were so excited about fishing La Jolla because I knew the Corbina were biting, and just a fun fish to catch. Kind of like a poor man's bonefish. It's just an elusive fish, but good eating fish too. But anyhow, so end up walking down this mountain, down this hill here, and started walking. Fishing was really good. Caught a lot of surf perch. Started catching some Corbina, and ended up realizing that we're at Black's Beach, which was a nude beach, and proof was all over the place. And we stayed there for about another couple hours, and fishing was pretty good, but kind of embarrassing. Just kind of caught us unexpected about the whole nude thing, but it was we had a blast, and so there's kind of one of my ventures there, one of my fishing adventures. But like I said, it's kind of embarrassing, but me and Matt had a good day fishing, so we kind of stuck it out, and hey, sometimes you gotta just just kind of put things aside and just go fishing. So definitely one of the memory books for us. So yeah, good stuff there. So how's everybody's night doing? How are we all doing tonight? And so, all right, guys. Well, I think we are going to wrap it up. We are just over the 2-hour mark. This went by pretty quick. So thank you everybody for participating. Definitely enjoyed it. Thanks, Tanner. Appreciate it, buddy. So I thank everybody for signing on. We had a good night. Had some good posts coming up here. So we will definitely do this again. Maybe we could do this next Friday. And, I'll try to build up more of an audience and, kind of let it build up a little bit. And, we can all participate and we can all kind of BS around a little bit and have a blast. So, again, thank you, everybody. And again, please share, make sure you guys click like, subscribe to the channel. Obviously you guys have already subscribed if you're getting this, but definitely share the channel. And again, we can open this more. Again, tonight was just kind of a random thing where I just want to talk a little bit about everything and just kind of get something going. But as we do this more in the future, I definitely want to just kind of start sectioning off towards just droning, just fishing, just hiking outdoors, that kind of stuff. So, we'll kind of segregate it and we'll kind of go from there. So to all, thank you again. Have a good night and stay safe, and hope you guys are okay. Talk to you later. Bye.